Group 35. Our team is called Best Team, and our project is called PaperView. So basically, we're using the database from Professor Tatiana from the economics department. It's the Google Scholar database, and it's a author data. It has author data and article data, and together it's about 40 gigabytes. Just to give some background on our project, we have a front end that uses React, and on the back end we use Django, which connects to MySQL and Neo4j. And the purpose of our project is to provide users of scholarly databases with useful, novel information that they wouldn't be able to find elsewhere. And this will be shown in our advanced functions later, which we'll talk about, but for now we're going to demonstrate our basic functions. Basically, a user on this database can insert, update, delete, and search through the database.
So I'm going to go over some of the basic functions. The first one I'm going to do is insert. So we can insert either a paper or an author. So I'm going to create an author here. So you can set the name, the affiliation, how many citations they have, and some other statistics. And then after I insert that, I can search for the author. So you can see here, this new entry is what I just inserted. Now I can also edit any of the information from the author aside from the ID. And then you can also delete the authors. Our other search is an expert search. So what this does is we can search by any interests. So let's say Python. And then this is going to return a list of all authors that have this interest, ordered by the number of citations they have. So this is going to give us essentially the experts in that field that are also interested in Python.
So those are our basic functions. And our first advanced functionality is a crawler that crawls and collects information from ArcSieve. So ArcSieve is basically another database. It's very similar to Google Scholar, and it contains a lot of this same information. ArcSieve has a RSS feed that's updated daily with newly posted articles, authors, citations, dates, a lot of this type of information. And basically what our crawler does is that it can capture this data and update our database. So this RSS feed also contains citation information. So when we capture this information, we account for the citations, and we update our expert search. So this makes sure that our expert search is more accurate. So that's our first advanced functionality, and we consider it advanced because a trigger is updating the citations. For our second advanced functionality, we use Neo4j for it, and we're creating a network of authors and co-authors. And this also shows the relationships of articles that cite each other and the authors of those articles.
So you can see here on the right side is a graph containing all the articles that Michelle has written, and also the co-authors for each of those articles. So the orange ones here are the article names. So you can click on that, and it'll pull up the details on the left side for that article. And then you can also display the graph for that article. So it'll update it with any of the co-authors from that article itself, and then what those authors have written. The blue ones are other authors, and you can keep clicking through the graph and updating it based on what they've written as well as the co-authors.
So there are a lot of possible use cases for this. So one possible use case is for a reader who is reading an article to get more information and find articles that are cited by the specific paper. Another use case is if the author wants to collaborate with other authors and find experts in the field that they're working on, they can use this visualization to find other authors and articles that they've written. So basically this concludes our project PaperView. We showed the basic functionalities. Our first advanced function is crawling through ArcSieve on a per day basis, And our second functionality is showing a network of authors and co-authors, as well as showing a network of articles and other articles that are cited by those articles.